Welcome to Lindsay Heights. Lindsay Heights is in the heart of the 15th Automatic District, right in the central city, in the middle of the city of Milwaukee.
Lindsay Heights is this area, this North Division, Fond du Lac area. You know, it goes from Locust in the north, Walnut, Lisbon in the south, you know, the highway to the east, and 20th Street to the west.
We welcome the community, we welcome the city of Milwaukee, and we welcome out-of-town guests to our beautiful neighborhood that we're proud of. One of the main highlights of the 15th Automatic District is all of healthy food, wellness, and entrepreneurship. We're a community of opportunity, a community of caring, loving residents, working together to develop a prosperous neighborhood.
Beautiful. My name is Venus Williams. I am the Executive Director of Alice's Garden Urban Farm. Alice's Garden is a 2.2 acre urban farm here in the city of Milwaukee. It's been around since 1972. We like to say that we use gardening as the carrot, pun intended, to get people to come through the gate to impact their entire quality of life. Part of our impact on the neighborhood has to do with what the neighborhood has already identified that they wanted. They wanted safe spaces. They wanted places to learn about healthy food and healthy cooking. There are 100 rental plots that the community can rent out and cultivate food to nourish themselves or flowers to nourish your spirit. But along with cultivating food, we cultivate community and families through our many programs, whether it's yoga or cultivating businesses through our twice-a-week artisan market. So the pavilion here at Alice's Garden is used for so many things. This morning I just completed a class on making natural cleaning products from herbs. We also want to grow more employment and vocation opportunities. So we're always looking at what we can do within this particular 2.2 acres to cultivate hope, to cultivate opportunity. Everything is constantly changing around here. Human beings are never complete, gardens are never complete. So we just completed a brick pizza oven that will be used for both teaching and for businesses. We're putting in this table that will serve as a farmer's market table for multiple vendors so that they don't have to bring their tables all of the time. And the apiary is going right there in that open section. So we'll have beehives all behind this herbal plot. We really focus on the word culture in agriculture. For us, it's not just about cultivating the food, but it's also about honoring cultural traditions related to food. So this is the African heritage diet pyramid that we will use to teach from, to help people to understand what it means to honor and celebrate foodstuffs from your own culture. When people come through this garden, it's welcome home. You know, welcome back to the land, welcome back to yourself, welcome back to relationships that are healthy and whole.
My name is Evonya Barnett. I have lived in Milwaukee now for 6 years. I came back in 2014, my dad was ill. He really enjoyed living here. I started meeting my neighbors, and I met a lot of really neat, wonderful people. So I got more involved, and we made a practice of walking the neighborhood, meeting neighbors, seeing what they needed, if anything, and then we would try and find them the help. My hope for Lindsay Heights is that we are a cohesive, loving, God-fearing neighborhood that looks after each other and show that with our love and communication. That's the kind of community I'd like to see us to have, and I think we are deserving of.
I grew up in this neighborhood. My entire family was raised in this neighborhood, and civic responsibility was a very important part of my upbringing. I'm Antonio Butz, Executive Director at Walnut Way Conservation Corporation. Walnut Way is a resident-led neighborhood organization on Milwaukee's near north side. My organization is 20 years old this year. We were founded in the year 2000. Our primary focus on our work is really about organizing, cultivating, and sustaining resident leadership to help the community basically eliminate the barriers to wellness, work, and wealth. We bring key stakeholders, residents together in a way that help drive the needs and interests of the neighborhood and ensure that the residents' voices are heard and their aspirations are met. Urban agriculture, environmental stewardship has been a very important part of who we are. So some of the initial initiatives related to reclaiming and restoring vacant lots and turning them into urban gardens. We've also been involved in restoring distressed property in the neighborhood and helping transform and stabilize the housing stock. When you tour inside the Walnut Way Center, what you see is a variety of pieces. You see charcoal drawings, representations of longtime residents of the neighborhood, artistic pieces that describe the vision and values of the organization related to faith, related to the stories of togetherness and community collaboration. But you also see pieces of the history that's associated with the decline of the neighborhood, like the freeway coming through the area here. And so when we think about who we are and how we tell our stories, what's really important to the organization is that the resident voice is heard, the resident vision is captured. And so when you're in the Walnut Way Center, you get an opportunity to feel that through the art installations that are in the space.
I'm Cullen. I'm the chef and owner of the Tandem Restaurant, a farm-to-table restaurant that specializes in Southern food, comfort food, but more than anything, specializes in on-the-job training for young people. I'm a former educator, and so I took to a career in cooking because I saw how flawed the education system was. I knew I wanted to open a restaurant, and when I looked at this neighborhood here in Lindsay Heights, it was really obvious that there's not opportunity for young people over here. I thought, well, what the hell? If I was able to learn on the job and move my way up to the point where people are giving me money to open my own restaurant in a short period of time, wouldn't it be cool if we could do that with young people who don't have that opportunity in their backyard? We have had a really unique approach to what's happening during the pandemic. We started feeding people free food. Everyone thought that was a great idea and became really supportive of it, and so started donating money, knowing that it was going to a good cause. Here she is. The community fridge is this really cool thing. Sarah and Hate are just two chicks who emailed me. You're known around the city for the place where people come and get free food. Can we put a fridge outside? It's like a little free library for food. A lot of tomatoes. You can tell it's tomato season for folks. Sweet potatoes, bell peppers, jalapenos, cucumbers. And then the freezer, is usually bread. And people just fill it up all day long, and all day long folks come and take food and are able to feed themselves. Within the first week, we probably saw like 500 people. It was really nuts. During times of crisis, folks like to be helpful. This neighborhood has had a huge impact on me personally. Lindsay Heights is such a small community and such a tight-knit one, and we've had nothing but family here.
I've been here since 1979. There weren't many African Americans in the neighborhood in the 50s, but then when I came back, the neighborhood was transitioning a lot. I've been doing artwork for 50 plus years. I decided art for me was going to be a way that I would make a living. Now, I had no idea how to do it. Everybody said I couldn't because being a black person and a female and living maybe in 53206, where do you get the contacts to sell it, and how do you survive? It was a matter of concentrating on what I wanted over what I didn't want. I can look back over my life and honestly say, and I tell everybody, what you think about, you attract to you. And what you put your energy to, it grows, it builds in front of you. I've been able to make the books that I make here. They're called artist books. This one is made out of etchings, handmade paper. I always say I'm hopeful that if I can stay here forever. The people that I'm around, they are resilient and they work on whatever it is they want.
My name is Dynasty Caesar. I am the Environmental Sustainability Program Coordinator for the Homegrown program with the City of Milwaukee. The Homegrown program is really focused on creating spaces for the residents that live here based on the things that they'd like to see in their neighborhoods. So we have, I believe it's 22 parks spread across Milwaukee. We have 3 in Lindsay Heights, Ezekiel Gillespie Park, Sunshine Park, and Fondy. Gillespie Park was created in 2014. It is named after the great Ezekiel Gillespie, who was an African-American pioneer who fought for his right to vote by suing Wisconsin in the 1800s. He actually opened it up for other African-American men to vote in Wisconsin. So it's a great place for it to be in Lindsay Heights, which is a neighborhood of African-American pioneers who oftentimes have fought for change. Sunshine Park is a space where residents and community organizations come together to promote a positive identity for the neighborhood through events. Today, it is a partnership between Safe and Sound, West Care, and the police department, and they are helping residents get rid of prescription drugs, and they also are feeding people for free. It's a nice community event.
My name is Jennifer Casey. I'm the Executive Director of Fondy Food Center, which is the nonprofit that was started 20 years ago to ensure the long-term success of the Fondy Farmers Market, which is where we are today. Fondy is a cornerstone. It is a central gathering space for the community. Lindsay Heights has definitely continued to evolve over the years. There's a lot of exciting stuff going on in the neighborhood, a lot of amazing assets that are addressing some of the inequities and disparities that people in the neighborhood see. Right now, we're standing in the Fondy Park, which didn't exist until 2017. We've improved this space and created, this gorgeous green space and stormwater retention space. And we're doing the same thing with the rest of the grounds. So right now, the city is rebuilding the main office and bathroom structure, and we're looking to renovate the remaining grounds over the next couple of years. We're always evolving this space. We want to continue to have impact in creating access to healthy food and economic opportunity. Those two things work really well together to lift up our farmers and our shoppers at the same time. We're open 4 days a week through the height of the season. Saturdays are the biggest day when you'll find the market bustling with produce, with flowers, with bread, with lots of amazing hot food vendors. It's definitely a place that everyone in Milwaukee should see. We invite everybody to come down. We're doing social distancing this year in the times of COVID. We're asking everyone to wear their masks, and we're creating a safe and welcoming environment for everyone across Milwaukee to come down and enjoy. Come on down, come visit the Fondy Farmers Market.
My name is Teron Edwards. I'm a community organizer, and I do that through the Running Rebels community organization, which I proudly serve. We are known for our sports teams. We have, basketball primarily. We have some, really, really good teams. It's been about sports, it's been about athletics, but it's always also been about mentorship. Just basically making inroads with young people through building relationships, fostering the next generation of folks, coming into the community.
1, 2, 3, DJ!
We have a full circle model where it's about folks benefiting from Rebels as youth and, coming back and paying it forward, when they get older and, letting the cycle continue. Our programming actually is created and inspired by what young people want to see. Basketball was one of those things, but over the years, we started a chess club and, we started an AV club. We have a fully functional recording studio here. We have music. Depending on who you ask, it can mean a lot of different stuff to a lot of different people. And I think that that's a great thing. I'm really proud of how we are working together as a collective, here in Lindsay Heights.
Hello, my name is Sharon Adams.
And I'm Larry Adams.
And we're delighted to welcome you to Adams Garden Park.
Welcome.
Welcome. We're located on Fond du Lac and 18th Street, and this is a newly renovated site. It was built in 1898. What it is currently now is an environmental hub. It's so exciting to have a co-working space of environmentalists and those people that support clean air, pure water, good soil. This project has restored a 3,800 square foot area, always considering what is best for our people and our planet.
Originally this was 3 buildings, and we put them together and tried to utilize some of the material that was originally here.
Just to be able to restore and bring the life back to these high ceilings in this building. The Cream City brick, which was discovered and is on both the outside and the inside that is kept. What excites us both is taking an underutilized and blighted property and revitalizing it, both keeping its natural flavor, but also bringing in the innovation of architectural design and technology. We are engaging the talent in our community.
Right.
We're proud of 53205, 53206. Those zip codes represent historical and innovative people who live and work and support not only our communities, but bring many talents in, and we've been able to utilize them here.
And a lot of the times they've been excluded from the opportunity of renovations for this area, but it was intentional. It has been intentional for the last 20 years to engage folks of the community for renovation in the community.
And we certainly invite Milwaukee to come and be a part of the doors when they're more open. We would love to share the progress of this project, its research, the way the tenants are moving us forward. I think we're enjoying what 20 plus years of focus on renovation is producing.